3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go, 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 go in Saudi Arabia, and it's Jeddah, it's Revolt Racing League, and it's race 2 of season 4 as Mazamak gets a clean one. And we'll just go round the corner here, making sure everybody gets a good clean entrance into P1. And it looks like we've had a clean start to this Saudi Arabia Grand Prix here this evening under the spotlights. So look at that. Everybody right down to ribs are in the DRS zone of Mr. Twist, and that is amazing. 1:33.197 posted by Mazamak in the Ferrari, and he gets the fastest lap of the race so far. But that's only lap 1, and that will be executed. Oh my goodness, Sneaky Loser has hit the wall, and has he just got himself some damage? He's just got a 10-second penalty for a severe collision with GoBox. He jumps into the pits, and I'm just going on to GoBox. Has GoBox any damage? Doesn't look like it from what I can see. No, he's clean, and that Kicksaba lives to tell the tale. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but just have a look. This is one heck of a DRS train going on, and that's allowing Mazda to disappear into 4 seconds of a lead here at Jeddah this evening under the beautiful spotlights in this wonderful city.
It's time to fight through the chicane, through the speed. One man leads with vision and speed.
DRS has been enabled, so the moves will start to be being made as soon as these guys get themselves settled into a rhythm, get those tires nicely warmed up, and we'll just have a look at the tire situation. Everybody bar 4 people have gone out on the mediums. Evening Gav, evening Coops, what about you, sir? I believe you were feeling poorly. I hope you are feeling better as the night and weeks go on. Don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but I really do hope you're on the recovery. Jackal, Grego, Labrat and Gaz C7 are all on the hards, so they're going to do the long stunt first, and then they're going to change on to the mediums for the last part of. Black Box has now pulled that second place down to 2.3 seconds. You're welcome, Coops. Just get well, and let's have you back in the grid as soon as possible. Is being pulled in. At one stage there, he was nearly 4 seconds ahead, and now this Ferrari in the medium tires, now that they've warmed up, Black Box is now starting to put some absolute and utter effort into his drive. He's got a lot. Maverick just made a lovely pass on little Aaron there, but little Aaron took it back again, and that Maverick guy is trying honestly so hard to take it back once again, and he does, and he takes that Red Bull on the outside, and just look behind him, there's a battle going on in behind, and that Kicksaba of Kelly Kid was trying an outside move, but he couldn't make it stick, and that's a great move by Maverick, and that puts Maverick up into 12th position. But look at Leon is now up in, there's lots going on here around this corner. Just let's have a look and make sure they're keeping it clean, and they are. This is an amazing. And this is just where it might happen. This is where it might happen. The last DRS zone of the evening coming right up. And he really does need to squeeze hard. Gas gets a 3-second penalty at the final stages of the race. And I think, in all honesty, the Ferraris are playing the team game here, unless Black Box makes a very, very late lunge to take the position. But no, it's Mazamak P1, and it's Black Box P2, and it's Low Pro P3, it's Ken Boy P4, Grego P5, Kelly Kid in P6, Jackal 7, and Grego Gamer. And just look at the difference now. Low Pro did get himself a podium tonight in the Red Bull, and he has just put himself into 3rd position with Ken Boy, Labrat, Kelly Kid and Jackal behind him. What a race. What a strategy. 2 safety cars. Tactic.
Drivers, start your engine!
All right, folks, engine's hot, mine's clear. No drugs, no beer. And for the love of racing, keep your fucking lungs out of this. When you hit the grid, lights go down. Revolt racing are hitting the town. Tires burn like truth in the mic. Gavin, your commentator, calls it clean, calls it right. Fuel in our veins, but not that kind. No drugs, no beer, just keep your mind fucking clear. This ain't a circus, it's a serious track. No cheats, no mums, no looking back. Go full throttle, no fear in sight. No high but the speed, no wrong with the right. Grip the wheel like it's life or death. Try so hard, forget to catch breath. Revolt is a league where the rules are tight, but the racing is raw every Wednesday night. We rise, we roar, no time to stall. We race with honor or not at all. From Monza lights to Suzuka's twist, one wrong move, you're off the list. But we ride clean, precision sharp, no backroom deals, just battle hardened hearts. Gavin's voice cuts through the noise. That's a penalty, mate, don't throw like fucking the toys. No nonsense, no fake respect. This is Revolt, what you see is what you get. It's simple, lads, no drugs, no alcohol, and seriously, no sleeping with each other's mothers. Let's keep it civil, yeah! We go! Full throttle, no fear in sight. No high but the speed, no wrong with the right. Put the wheel like it's life, 4 times so hard, forget to catch breath. Revolt's the creed, the call we call. No shortcuts here, we give it our all. So raise yours, drop that gear. This is Revolt, this is our year. This is Revolt, this is our year. Play racing! Back it up! Start your engines! Start your engines! Start your fucking engine!
Drivers, start your engine!
Now, now!
Well, good evening, everybody. Just checking my microphone. Yes, it's Gavin Bass 1. I'm back with you this evening. It's Wednesday evening. It's Revolt Racing League, and it's Monza this evening, and it's race 3, season 4. and I must admit I am really glad to be here this evening. Just before the race starts tonight, I've just a couple of little shout outs to make. The first one is a very important one, and it's just to let everybody know that Kelly Kidd is doing a race for Alex for Life on Sunday to try and raise some money for cancer research. Absolute fabulous cause. If you didn't realise he was doing it, you realise it now. I'm sure Kelly Kidd won't mind if you send even 50p a pound, anything that you can afford. Just dive in there and give Kelly a little bit of support for Sunday's race. It's 10 miles and he's been training very hard. So I would love to see a little bit of support for Kelly on Sunday. The second thing is I've had some lovely messages from quite a few guys. I'm not going to name them. They know who they are, and it's much, much, much appreciated. And it makes me feel just very, very welcome in this league. And it's a treat to be back here on Wednesday night commentating on such a great bunch of guys. Got the qualification this evening, and it's a bit of a three tyre strategy. All three compounds must be used this evening, soft, medium and hard. It's obviously a two-stop race, and it's going to be dry. It's going to be competitive, and Monza does bring a lot of speed, that's for sure. So we'll just get everything up and get all the details ready, and we'll just let guys get out there on their lap, and we will get started into this quali just very, very shortly. Okay, going down your grid this evening, it's Spanner 8, and that's a new one for me. Welcome, Spanner. It's great to have you on board with Revolt Racing League. We've got Mazamak, and he is in the Kick Saba tonight, and Mr. Harry is in the Mercedes. Ken Boy is in the Haas. Grego Gamer is in the Alpine. Mr. Twist in Red Bull. Go Bucks is driving the Haas this evening. Labrat Dan is in the Racing Bull, Kelly Kidd in the Kick, Ribs is in the Williams, and his teammate Mischief also is piloting the Williams this evening. We've got Leon, who comes under the name of Basic Beetle. Hiya Leon, good to see you out tonight. He is in the Red Bull tonight, and then we have Jackal in the Ferrari in 13th on the list this evening. Black Box is on board the Racing Bull, and last but not least, we've got Low Pro IR in the Alpine this evening, and they're all on an out lap at the moment. So, again, thank you to everybody who sent me messages. They know who they are, and it's very, very much appreciated. My focus is now fully on this race and this quali tonight. It's a very important race for lots of different reasons. Nice to see that we didn't have Kelly Kidd as a winner last week, and the romance of the anniversary boy went so well, and there is Harry doing a wee bit of smashing. That's funny, I must say, Harry. Well done. You've just cost the advertising team quite a few £100 there in their graphics. Brilliant, well done. Don't know who all's watching tonight, but I don't know if my super fans Mary and Brody are watching tonight. If they are, give me a shout out. Any requests, anything you want shout out, just ask Gavin Bass 1, and I will definitely do that with pleasure. So Ken Boy's in a rush, and he has posted a 1:19.996. Jackal bended into the wall. Well done, Jackal. But anyway, you've 14 minutes left to make a lot of different changes there. So, who will we go on board with? Who's on a night lap? We're on McGrego Gamer here, and he's just finishing off his lap in earnest, and he is just about to post his first time for this race this evening, and he just puts in a 1:20.480 with Ken Boy putting in a 1:19.996. Fastest man on track at the moment is Labrat, and he's got a 19.673 with Mr. Twist putting a 1:19.927. So not very much between them at the moment. I'm just going to bounce on to Ribs here, and he's driving the Williams this evening, and he's very much on a lap. Hiya, Ben. Good evening, my old mate Gavin. Ben. All I can say, buddy, is lovely to see you watching the qualies tonight, and I wish you the best of luck in your race this evening. You smash it, buddy, and bring home some trophies for Gavin Bass 1 this evening. Ben Wally has become a very, very good friend of mine, along with a few other guys on this list. And I must admit, guys, it's a real pleasure to have you as friends and racing colleagues here on this F1 game. So I'm still on board with Ribs, and I want to see this lap through to the end. And here he comes. Let's see what Ribs can do. A 121.316. Ribs is sandbagging. He is definitely sandbagging. That is absolutely for sure. On board with Kelly Kid. One of the favourites to win tonight. For whatever reason, I don't know, because he's terribly slow. 10 viewers this evening so far. What a great turnout for this stream this evening. Anybody watching, thank you very, very much. And thank you to everybody who subscribed lately. It's also very much appreciated. Kelly Kid puts it in P2 with a 1:19.741. And he's just been knocked down to P3 as Low Pro has put in a 1:19.527 and Labrat with a 1:19.673. So Mr. Kelly is not getting his own way this evening again, and it looks like we've got some competition. And I'm just going to bounce on now to Mazza. He's on a lap in this kick, and Mazza is a fast guy, and we will just see what he can do this evening. Grego Gamer 124.80, Spanner a 126, Spanner sandbagging as well. Black Box, good evening Black Box, and good evening Mr. Harry. 120.046 for Harry and a 120.097 for Black Box. All eyes are on Mazza. He's going round the old Lesmos. .205 miles per hour, and he slams the brakes round that right-hander. He takes all of that outside curb, and he's going to keep an inside line here, and he's going to try and steal as many centimetres as he can, and he puts in a very, very respectable 1:19.588, putting him in a provisional second place this evening here at Monza in Italy. This is Revolt Racing Lead. I'm Gavin Bass 1, and I am buzzing tonight. The win, and it would be lovely to see if it's somebody and Mazza. I'm actually going to make a prediction tonight, and I'm going to say that Mr. Twist is going to be in the top 3 this evening, and I also think that Black Box might be up there as well. So I'm going to put Mr. Twist, Black Box, and it's going to be a toss-up maybe between Low Pro and Kelly Kid. I just don't know. Just a gut feeling. It's nothing more than that. Just a gut feeling. Let's have a look at Mischief. What's he done? He's put in a 1:25.19 this evening in the Williams. And Spanner will have to have another lap and see if he can improve on that 1:26. But Spanner, good to have you on board, buddy, and keep her lit. On with Leon. He's coming round now to the start-finish grid, and he's going to set a lap. This is his first fast lap in earnest for this evening. Again, hugging that right hand so tight, and he puts in a 1:29.59, putting him in 12th position provisionally with 7 minutes and 52 left of this qualifying session here at Monza. This track has created an awful lot of F1 history. It's one of the oldest tracks in the book. It's one of the fastest tracks out in the calendar, and this should make for some very, very fast, competitive and very tight racing this evening. Let's just hope that comes true and we get a really good competitive race this evening, and we all obviously need to watch that first corner. I'm going to go on with Jackal, and I'm going to stay on him, and I'm just going to absolutely see him through as he goes round, and he's now going to start his lap in earnest. Low Pro still holding that P1 position provisionally at the moment. Coops, good evening, Gav. Hope you're doing well, pal. Yes, I'm doing okay, thanks, Coop. What about you? Are you feeling any better? How are you recovering? Again, I don't know what was wrong, but I just hope you're on the mend. Good to have you watching the stream this evening, bud. Who's your favourite to win tonight, Coops? Let's have you. .204 miles per hour. Absolutely wangs it into that corner. A long process, buddy. Well, you just stick at it, and you're very, very welcome to join me tonight, and always great to have a bit of company, Coops. Yeah, your money is on Mazza again. He's looking strong. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Low Pro's really going well. So's Labrat. Kelly Kid's right up there. Mr. Twist. You know what? Have a look at those times. From the first 7, there's only 4/100ths, or 4/10ths, of a second between the top 7 guys. And below that, again, Ken Boy, Mr. Harry and Black Box are all going to go out. No, you're right, Coops. You can't write any of these guys off whatsoever. And it looks like Jackal took a wee bit of a detour there. Let's see who we have. Now, we have Mr. Twist on an out lap at the moment, and he's going to try and better that 1:19.927 that he currently holds in 5th position. Just jumping on with Jackal again. Looks like he is charging the battery, so I'm not too sure if he's on a lap at the moment. But I expect Jackal to be up there in the top 6 for sure. It's going to be very, very interesting this evening to see what way these guys are going to manage the tyres. Do they go out in the softs? Do they make a very early pit stop? How long do the softs last at Monza? Jackal's going into the pits. So here comes Mr. Twist. He's driving the Red Bull this evening, as always. Oh, he's 3/10 up in sector 1 so far. So right now, at this moment, I would say that Mr. Twist is on for a very early 1:19 if he can keep it on the track and keep sector 2 and 3 very steady. Wow, what an attack on those 2 corners. And Mr. Twist is going really, really well here. Quite a load of viewers tonight. Really welcome on board, everybody, and you're so welcome to join this stream. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Revolt Racing, and this is Monza at its very, very best this evening. And let's have a look. 1:19.6. Yeah, I wasn't too far, and that secures 3rd place for Mr. Twist, who was obviously doing a little bit of sandbagging earlier. Well done, sir. You can't fool old Uncle Gavin. On with Leon. Here he comes. A 1:24. So he improves by 5/10 there, and he puts himself up into 11. And I don't think he has time now for another lap. So let's see who's out there and who's trying. Let's go on with somebody we haven't been on with so far, and we'll go on with Ken Boy. And it looks like he's on a lap, so let's have him out there and see what he can do in this Haas this evening. Oh, he's backed off. I think he is very low on fuel. Has Ken Boy made a wee boo-boo? I don't know. On with Mr. Harry. He's going to try and better that 1:20.046. Let's see how he's going. He's slightly off the pace on sector 1, but only by 900ths. So he's all to do in sector 2. And he's 2/10 away in sector 2, so Mr. Harry is going to improve on this one. We're on with Black Box. He's 2/10 up on his previous lap, and that will bring him into the 1:19s. Mazamak just puts it in P1 at a 1:19.467, and we're expecting Black Box to improve here, but how much can he improve? He needs to beat that 1:20 and get into the 1:19s. I predict he just might put it into P5 here. Let's see if I've got it right. Oh, P6, I was nearly right. Not a bad guess there, Gav. Well, it was an educated guess. Let's be honest. I've got so much data in front of me, thanks to Ben Wally. He's the guy that showed me how to use the lap time thing. Anybody else out there? Grego. Oh, Grego Gamer, a 1:19.9, and that puts him in 8th position. Nice lap, sir. Well done. And Spanner, he improved to a 1:21.095. And Spanner, that's a great lap, and that's well done for your first time that I know of out with this league. And I'm sure the guys, as I know them, will make you very, very, very welcome in this league. Just keep it clean and run your own race, and just do your best, and let's see how you go this evening. So that's your qualifying, and just look at this. We've got Labrat in P1. We've got Mary, Kelly Kidd 4, Mr. Twist 5, Blackman, Grego in 8th, Ken Boy in 9th, Mr. Harry in 10th, Basic Beetle, who is Leon. Hi, Leon, once again, another good friend in P11, Ribs, another good friend in P12, Mischief, a fantastic friend and bodyguard, is P13, and Jackal 14, and I missed the others. I am very, very sorry about that. So the guys are in the pits. The guys are nervous, and the guys are going to be together for this 3-tire compound race tonight in Monza. While they're doing that, as always, I like to play the... And I will sort that out just in 2 seconds. Format change this evening, as always. You know that we're having a formation lap this evening, and that is good because that gives me a chance to give everybody a little shout out as they do their lap and we're getting ready for the race. So they'll be adjusting their fuels, they'll be thinking seriously about the tyres, and they might even just lower that front wing to get extra top speed out of the straights and the DRS zones this evening. So anyway, we're in Italy, and what we do in Italy is we do what the Italians do, and we play the national anthem.
To the track, man. Yeah, boy. We're actually going to walk across the track. That's cool. Isn't it? That's Pete. To the track, man. Yeah, boy. We're actually going to walk across the track. That's cool.
So we're on the formation lap. 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go in Monza. Coming up to the first corner, and it looks like Mazda has got the best start. Let's just see if everybody keeps it clean round here. And it just looks like everybody has made a fantastic start to this race here in Italy this evening. Oh, the Red Bull goes wide. He was pushed slightly by the Ferrari. I think it was a Red Bull. Excuse me, I'm not too sure. Good evening to everybody watching. This is Revolt, this is Monday, and this is F1 League Racing at its very, very best. Let's get some bits and pieces up. We'll get the telemetry up, and we'll get the track map up, and now we will look at the tyres. And just look at that, it's like a rainbow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the softs, 2 on the mediums, and 5 on the hards. So 5 people have decided to do a long stint first in the hard tyres, and that's Kelly, Kid, Black Box, Ken Boy, and Grego, along with Spanner Ape. So they've all decided to go long in the first stunt, and that's going to be very, very interesting. Mazda gets the fastest lap so far at 1:24.319. And they have all formed what I would call a very, very orderly queue here. And I don't think that queue is going to stay orderly for very, very long, because absolutely everybody, bar Spanner, is in everybody's DRS zone. So who's going to be the first to pull that section away and get out of the DRS zone? Let's watch them coming round this corner. Kelly Kid, Low Pro, Mr. Twist, Labrat, Kelly Kid, Go Box, Black Box, Ken Boy in the Haas, Harry in the Mercedes, Basic Beetle Leon is in the Red Bull, and Jackal is in the Ferrari, and right behind him Grego Gamer with Mischief in 13th at the moment in the Williams, with his teammate Ribs. They're both on the salt. G1 Jackal. Is that you? Wow. Somebody has gone into the pits. Kelly Kid had decided to go into the pits. Why? Has he got damage? I do know he jumped down a few places there. Let's just see if that car has got damage. No, just going out of the softs and straight onto the mediums. And that is a very tactical move, because that's going to give him some consistency now and just get some very fast laps in without any traffic. And that is what I would call quite a smart move. Not Kelly, it's Mazda, Gavin. All right, you're right, it is, it's Mazda. Mazda's done it, sorry. So there's 2 DRS zones here this evening. There is the 7 and turn 6 in the Lesmos 1 and 2. And then, of course, the turn 8 to 10, there's 3 at the Ascari corner. And then, obviously, at turn 11, you've got the Parabolica. Everybody's using the 3 different compounds, and it is a 50% chance of a safety car this evening. It's a 5.7 kilometre track, and it's a 24-second pit loss time with 11 turns this evening. One of the fastest, obviously, courses, I believe, in the calendar. Ben Wally reckons that's going to cost him a very, very... It might cost him a top 3 because he pitted early. Well, let's see how it pans up. But a lot of the guys are doing something similar, and they're jumping onto those mediums early. They obviously don't have any sort of confidence in the soft tyres. So Kelly Kid's right out there in front at the moment, and we're going to have a look at the penalties. Low Pro got a 10-second penalty. I presume that was for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, it must have been because he's had one stop. So Mazamak, Low Pro, Go Bucks, Mr. Harry, Basic Beetle and Ribs all first. And there are quite a lot watching tonight, and thank you very much everybody for the stream this evening. Most appreciated and most welcome. I'm Gavin Bass 1 and this is Revolt in Monza this evening with a 3-car strategy. Quite a wee bit of separation going on now, and Mr. Twist has decided to go into the pits. He's going to bump off those mediums, and on goes off comes the medium or the softs, and on goes the mediums. I am not making this easy for myself tonight. My little head is frazzled. So the pits have been made there from number 9 right down to 15, and Kelly Kidd holds the lead, but at this moment in time he hasn't made a stop. On McGrego Gamer, and he's chasing down Jackal in the Ferrari. Can he make a move? He's having a little look in the inside, but he just doesn't have the pace there to make the move on the Ferrari, but he's looking very vicious at the moment, is in the Alpine. So it's Alpine versus Ferrari as they go over the start-finish grid here. And this, he loses traction and he rescues that very, very well. That nearly was a catastrophe as the Williams of Mischief just goes popping in to the pits in front of him. Still just the one penalty. There you see the tyres and there you see the stuff. So it's all there for you to see. This is tactics. There's a right wee scrap going on here for the look and see what's going on. We've got Kelly Kidd leading the race at the moment on track with Labrat in second and Black Box third. There's a 4-second gap there then before we come to Ken Boy, and another 2-second odd gap before we get to Jackal. So that's starting to really cause, not havoc, but it's starting to cause concern as the guys are not getting the benefit of DRS, and that just might allow the top 3 runners to run away with this race if they don't wind them in very, very shortly. On with Mr. Twist here. He's in the Red Bull and he's going to have a wee go at Low Pro. 63% of that battery left, so he's got a lot of energy. Takes that nice, gains a little bit of position there as well. He's in the slipstream and over the DRS he goes, and he's going to just stay there. He's not going to use any ERS, he's just going to use the drag and the DRS to get right on the back, which he has done very, very well. And he's just kept it tight around the left-hander, and he's now very much on the chase of Low Pro in the Alpine this evening here at Monza. Going to bounce down with Leon. Leon is really pushing here, and he's trying to make a move on Mr. Harry. He's just half a second behind, and he is fairly low on the battery, and he is just going to have to build and try to make a move once he gets a bit of power back into the battery. But just look at the separation here. Back on with Twist. Jackal gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh my goodness, Jackal, that's 2 races in a row. You've done that. You will be absolutely fuming. And there's a lovely move being made on the Alpine, putting Mr. Twist up into 8th position. That was a lovely move. DRS assisted and taken very, very nicely as he now makes his way towards the back of Mazza in the kick this evening. So I'm just going to bounce down from the top down. We've got Kelly Kidd in P1 at the moment in the kick. And in second place, we've got Labrat in the Racing Bull. But he has Black Box pushing very hard and their teammates. So this could be a team tactic to tow each other along. And then what they should do is they should just swap DRSs from time to time and pull each other along to get right onto the back of Kelly Kidd and give Kelly a wee bit of absolute. Oh, right. I thought he was going to make a move there, but no, they are definitely working as a team. Jim Girl reads, Naughty Jackal. Who is Jim Girl? Reveal yourself. What is your name? And I'll give you a shout out. I'm Gavin Bass 1. Is Jim Girl a girlfriend, a wife, a daughter of one of the drivers? Please do tell. But yes, doing exactly what they should do, and they are playing the team game, and they are most definitely towing each other along, and they are finding it difficult right now to get onto the back of Kelly Kidd. Let's have a look at those penalties just for a second. Mr. Twist's got himself 3, Low Pro's got 10 to serve, Jackal's got 10 to serve, and Leon has just picked up a 3-second penalty for a track warning. So far, race, no safety cars, no virtual safety cars, and one of the Racing Bulls has gone into the pit. Or was it a Racing Bull? Yeah, I think it was. It was indeed. Hi Jordan. Hi, I'm Gavin Bass. It's lovely to see you being on the stream and giving the lads some support. Are you a relation, a wife or a daughter or a girlfriend of Mr. Twist by any chance? Or maybe even Jackal? Who knows? But you are very welcome to come along here any night and give us your support here with the Revolt Racing League. So that's 3 female fans I have now. I've got Jordan, I've got Mary, and I've got Brody. All super fans. All very much appreciated. Thank you. Now, let's see who is in the DRS zone, and it looks like Mr. Jackal is going to have a little go here at... Haha, she knows Jackal. Yeah, Jackal's very helpful. He gives me a lot of statistics, and I haven't actually got round to using them, but I don't want to bore everybody with statistics until I get my head round them and I can present them properly. To put an awful lot of work into several different spreadsheets, and I want to get my head round them drivers in such a way that they can understand it. But look at this little move going on here outside with the Ferrari, and he's taking... Oh, that's a beautiful move there by the Ferrari. Who just was that? That was Jackal. Yep. He's put himself up into 9th position on track at the moment, but he is carrying that 10-second penalty Ah, Brody, what about you? Love to hear your voice. Yep, thank you very, very much. I am really happy to be here this evening, and thank you very much for your text. Let's go on to Mischief. Haven't been on with my big mate very much this evening, but just look, he's got a Red Bull in front of him, and he has his eyes firmly on the tail end of this Red Bull car tonight. I'm just putting it out there to the viewers this evening. If they're watching, can you tell me what the picture quality's like? Because we've got the golf on just 2 miles down the road from here. The British Open's being played at Portrush, and I know the internet has been struggling all week with the usage, but certainly on my stream it looks to be okay. So let's just hope we don't have any breakdowns tonight with the internet. But I'm watching very closely as Mischief is lining the Red Bull up now, and I've got a feeling we're going to see the DRS. And look at this beautiful move, wheel to wheel, leaving the Red Bull behind and putting Mischief up into 10th place. But they're having a little battle round this left-hander now, and Mischief just holds the position and keeps Mazda, or who's that right behind him? Oh, it's the Williams of Mischief and Basic Beetle, sorry, battling. Me bad, I got that wrong, but I'm human. But this is a nice little battle going on here. Oh, what a mistake by the Red Bull there. And Basic Beetle, I don't know, it looked like he might have had a distraction of some description there, but he went into the wall and he's lost his left-hand end plate. His traction and his aerodynamics are going to be very, very badly affected by that. And there's no other thing that he can do is to pit, get a new wing on and reset. That's unfortunate, but that looks like a loss of concentration or a hardware problem. It didn't look like a racing error in any one way. Maybe Leon, if he gets a chance, let me know what happened to you there, but that didn't look normal. That looked as if you had a distraction or something happened to your steering wheel. Didn't look normal. Let's go to the stops. Okay, so Ken Boy and Grego are P1 and P2 on track at the moment, but they have yet to stop. So they are definitely playing a very long game, and Mazamak has just put a really good lap in there, and he's now the fastest man on track. And that lap was 122.605. So Mazza is flying, and he will gain. Brody tells me the picture's all good. That's brilliant. Thanks a million. You spelled picture P-I-T-C-H-E-R. Is that because of the Northern Ireland accent in the picture? Brilliant, Brody. Well done. You have me in stitches. The tears are running down my leg. Oh, Badger, what about you? Haven't seen you on. When are you coming to join us, sir? Oh, thank you for the message as well. Thank you very, very much for that. And I know where you're coming from. Thank you very, very much. Brody, the tears are running down my legs. If that is a dig at the Northern Ireland accent, I can tell you I am taking that in very, very good humour. In Ireland, we've got our own little language here. You have to live in Northern Ireland to understand it, but honestly. Over here we say, put that coat on you, it might drown you, but it'll keep you dry. Or I thought I'd just pop my head through the window to say hello. Is your mummy in? No, she's in bed with her kidneys. That's how we speak over here, and we love it. So all the pits are being made here, and we'll just have a look at the stop situation. Ken Boy now is the only one with no stops, and he is out there in P1 on track at the moment. A lot of 2 stops being made, and a lot of guys are now on the tyres that they're going to finish the race on this evening here at Monza. Let's have a look for Let's have a look at Mazza. Yes, A nice timely change, and he's just taken that Williams of Mischief for fun. But Mischief ain't going to let him away with that. As I always say, Mischief has got grit, and grit he does have. And Kelly Kidd puts the fastest lap off the race in 1:21.845. And he has sprinkled some magic juice over his roast dinner tonight. And he has definitely got pace, as always. Kelly Kidd looking very, very, very favourable for a race win tonight. But who can stop him? We will see. A big shout out to the grog hoarders on the stream this evening. The grog hoarders is my nephew. You call him Patrick, and he is probably one of the biggest Minecraft fans that I know. I don't know too much about Minecraft, but if you've got any kids, he's a fun guy. He's a classroom assistant, and he actually teaches Minecraft, and he's got a kingdom built on Minecraft over the last 15 years. So if you see on the stream Grog Hoarders, give that site and give that stream and Twitch a like and get following him, because he is a mind full of knowledge when it comes to Minecraft. So that's the Grog Hoarders, and his name is Patrick. So give him a shout and give him a like, and let's get at it. A lot of racing going on here. Mr. Harry's in a lovely P6 at the minute. Oh gosh, that's commentator's curse. Commentator's curse. Has he got damage? Yes, he has, and he's going to have to go into the pits. He's clipped the wall there. That also looked like some sort of lack of concentration. I'm not too sure what happened there. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups, but yes, he's going to have to replace that front wing. Or, oh, he hasn't replaced. It looks like he's got an end plate missing on the right-hand side, and he's decided just to continue on. Lap 16 of 27 here at Monza. And yes, he's got no end plate on the right-hand side, and I don't know whether Monza is favourable to driving without an end plate. Harry, I'm not too sure if you missed a trick there, but I think you should maybe have jumped on to the new front wing there. Big separations going on, but have a look at P1 and P2. Kelly Kidd's not getting a run off here. He's got Labrat in the Racing Bull right on his gearbox, and I'm expecting Labrat to give Kelly a run for his money. But Kelly Kidd is such a steady racer, it's going to be a job for anybody to try and catch him at this stage of the race. But no better man than Labrat in this Racing Bull to do it, and he's only half a second behind. And quite a lot of separation going on the track now. So I'm just going to give you a rundown now that most people have made a stop. Some have made two. We've got Kelly Kidd in one. We've got Labrat in the Racing Bull in second. Black Box in the Racing Bull in third. So those two teammates aren't too far away from each other. And I would expect Black Box to try and get on the tail end and try and get a team effort going between these. Hi, B Woody. That's my nephew talking to you. That's Brody, my number one super fan. That's Kelly's partner. Then we're down to Jackal in the Ferrari, and he is on track at the moment. Boy in the Haas here with Mazza behind him and Greg O'Gamer in the Alpine behind that again. Then we have Mr. Twist in the 8th position in the Racing Bulls. Spanner is in P8 at the moment, and that's a really nice position for Spanner. Well done, sir. Good to see you in the top 10 right. Then in the Alpine in P10, we've got a little bit of a battle going on here where Low Pro and Go Bucks in the P of Mr. Twist and the P9 position of Spanner. That's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Poor Ribs is quite a bit behind, but he has made two stops, as has Mischief and as has Harry. And right at the back we've got Basic Beetle, who is also on a two-stopper. So excitement is building here, are starting to pan out. Labrat still in the DRS of Kelly Kidd, so he's hanging on tight, and Black Box is trying furiously to try and pull in that 3-second gap. And once he does, if he does, he will be very much in contention. Let's go on with Mazza. He's trying very hard too, and he is on the tail end of Ken Boy here in the Haas. Lap 18 of 27. This is Revolt Racing League. This is Monza, and this is a 3-car strategy race this evening. And who has got that strategy right? Who has got their tyre selections right? Who has got the fuel right down to a minimum? And we're getting a little bit of drifting there beautifully from Mazza in that kick Saba. Maybe just shouting a little at him, and he may not. Hard tyres should be okay, so it was just a little too much throttle at a little bit too much corner, and he got that car sideways but rescued it beautifully, and he's now chasing down that Red Bull of Mr. Twist. On the Low Pro, and Low Pro's in a DRS battle with Go Bucks and Spam. Low Pro is going to be eyeing these two guys up. There's an inside move, then an outside move, and the Mercedes gets that rush banner, just resigns into the back end of that peloton again, and he's going to try and get back on the Alpine of Low Pro. Grego Gamer has just made a nice move there, and he's got that Red Bull of Basic Beetle right behind him. By Leon standards, Leon's not having a great race tonight with the penalty situation. Let's have a wee look and see what they are. Oh, he's only got a 3-second penalty, but Jackal still has to serve that 10-second penalty in the pits. Mazza has just picked up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane by the looks of it. And 3 for Spanner, 3 for Ribs, and 3 for Leon. And Mr. Twist has also got 3. So those penalties are wrapping up there, and they could be very costly coming to the end of this race. Fastest lap this evening still goes to Kelly Kidd at 1:21.845, and that's going to be hard to beat this evening, I must admit.
Really low?
There's a low outside my window flying across the sea at about, honestly, 150 feet. I don't know if any of you know, but I'm an ex-pilot myself, and that is totally and utterly against the rules of aviation. In a built-up area, you're not allowed to fly any lower than 1,000 feet. And I wish I could get the registration number of that aircraft, because I would report him. That is so dangerous unless he has special permission to do it. Anyway, back to the race. More important things to do. 7 laps to go. Lap 20 of 27 here. And right now, at this moment, Kelly Kidd is leading on track. And let's see the... Still has Labrat on his... Guys keeping a clean race. Just let's have a look at that. Labrat seems to be biding his time. And Brody says, hey, back to Paddy. This is a fantastic drive tonight by Labrat in the Racing Bull, I must say. Absolute distant. Let's not give him any commentator's curse and wish him the very best for the last 6 laps here of this race and see if he can take the win. He is securely in second, and Black Box, that looks like your potential top 3 of this race this evening. Back to the stops just to make sure that everybody... Right, okay, Kelly Kidd, Labrat and Black Box. One stop, so is Spanner. I hope they understand probably, and they're going to stick those softs on for the last lot of laps of this race. So that's going to be interesting, where they come out after their pit stop and how fast they can go on the softs. Black box, and he's the first person at the moment to go in for that pit stop, and he's going to back absolutely and utterly smash the softs on here. This is important. So on goes the soft compound tyres. Out he goes out of the pits. A 24-second time of the pits, including the stationary time, and that's brought him out onto the track in this Racing Bull in a 5th position, and that looks like a pretty good move to me. And he has now had his 2 stops, and Black Box is in a nice position here. It's just all down to when Kelly Kidd, Labrat and Ken Boy make those stops. Everybody else has had their stop apart from Spanner, so right now it's very, very close to track position leading at the moment whenever we see these top 3 pitting. Kelly Kidd's bound to come in and do 5 laps on the hard. Let's see if I've got that right. Labrat's following him all the way, and I would say these 2 guys are going to bounce into the pits together, or is one of them going to sprint on? Let's just see what happens here. Kelly Kidd's done it, and also Labrat is going to try and do the manoeuvre of a fast lap. So Labrat is going to put in the fastest lap he can possibly do, while Kelly Kidd is going to come in. Let's see what happens here. This is exciting here in Monza. 23 laps out of 27, and I'm Gavin Bass 1, your commentator for the Revolt Racing League this evening. Kelly Kidd's down into P4 now. 2 stops are made. Ken Boy still needs to make that stop. But all eyes are on Labrat. Mazza puts in an amazing 1:21.6, and he gets the fastest lap of the race so far. So Mazza is on fire at the moment. So here goes the stop. Let's see where he comes out. But Kelly Kidd. Kelly Kidd at the start and finish grid very, very shortly. Let's see where Labrat is. He's coming out and he's going to fall in behind, that's for sure. So Kelly Kidd is going to get the lead of this race, I would say. Yes. By how long? Let's see. Oh, nothing in it. So those tactics have worked very, very well, and both of them are now on the soft tyres with Kelly Kidd 1 lap done on his. So Labrat, strictly speaking, is in the better tyre situation, only by 1 lap, but on soft tyres that can mean quite a bit. So we've got a real good race to the end now. 24 laps out of 27 here in Monza. But Smart Kelly, he has picked up a 2-second interval here, and that is going to be hard to wind in. Right now, I'm going to go on to Mazamak just for a minute, because he is in a battle at the moment with Ribs for P9. And he's right there, and Ribs just lets him pass, actually. So that's a good move from Ribs, because he knows rightly that Mazza has pace there, and that was a gentlemanly thing to do, and the right thing to do when somebody's got pace. And absolute big cheer there for that move from Ribs. Grego Gamer, he is flying as well. 32% of that battery left. Kelly Kidd puts in a 1:21. Oh my goodness. That fastest lap is just getting beat now with those soft tyres on. But I think we're going to get a move here, and that Alpine is trying. Will it happen here? He's going to go for an outside move. There it goes. Securely done. Williams behind him. Grego Gamer up into 10th position behind Ribs at this moment in time. Can Labrat reel that 2-second penalty, or that 2 seconds in? I don't think it. Everybody, Mr. Twist has only had one. Oh, hold on, let's see. Yeah, everybody's made their stop, so track position is now solid, and this is how your race is panning out. So, with a 2 second, 2.3 and increasing, he is looking very likely to be today's race winner. Then we go on to P2 at the moment, and that's Labrat in the Racing Bull, who in my book has had a really, really good race. Let's have a look at the... let's see. Let's have a look at the position changes. Has had change upwards, and Kelly Ken Boys 4 up, and Mischief has had a really good race too in P7. A lovely race with those position changes. Pro, he's down. Black Box in third in the Racing Bull. Fourth we have Mr. Twist in the Red Bull. Fifth we have sixth, his teammate is Go Box. Not too much space behind them now. They just might get a team up here. Then we've got Mischief in the Williams in seventh, and behind him we've got Jackal in the Ferrari, and right behind him we've got Mazamak, who seems to have a bit of pace. Jackal picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple track warnings. Not a very good penalty to be taking at this stage of the race. Grego Gamer is in 10th in the Alpine, and behind him it's Low Pro. Ribs is in 12th in the Williams, and in the Red Bull we have Leon in 13th position, Spanner in 14th, and Mr. Harry in 15th at the minute. A lot of separation going on there, guys. The only person making a move at the moment could be Mazza, and we'll ride on board with him just for a minute. But I'm going to welcome in the leaders now, and we'll just follow them home. Riding on board with Kelly. Penalty free, clean race, strategy perfect, and we're now watching the kick of Kelly taking P1 in this evening's race here in Monza. Quite a lot of viewers this evening. At one stage we had 15, now we've got 10, and a big thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in tonight for tonight's race with Revolt Racing League. Last lap, Monza, Wednesday night, Revolt Racing League, and it's Kelly Kid in the Kick Saba, and we're just going to see him. Will he give us a little wiggle? Sometimes they give you a little wiggle. Means they're happy, means they're satisfied, and it means they have just won this Grand Prix this evening. There's a little wiggle. Second place, we've got Labrat. He had a fantabulous race. And then third is Black Box in the Racing Bull, with Mr. Twist coming over the line in fourth on track. Ken Boy is in fifth in the Haas, and he gives me a beautiful wiggle. And Go Bucks is going to do something similar in sixth position. In comes Mischief with the Williams and the Mazamak in seventh. Mischief drops down to eighth because of the penalty situation. Jackal and also then Low Pro in 10th. And then we have Ribs, and then we have Leon in the Red Bull in 13th, and Spanner in 14th, and that's Spanner's first race certainly that I've commented on. He gives it a beautiful little wiggle. He's happy to finish the race, and Mr. Harry welcomed over the line. He didn't have the best race this evening, and there you have it, my friends. What a race here tonight in Monza.
There are inconsistencies in the Joey Ellis police report. Meanwhile, Auburn's files are missing. I need to talk to them.
On to the podium they go. That lovely little posy walk. Sticks that cup into the hands. Will he raise it up in the air? Is he humble? He's humble. He looks down at his racing team and he says, I'm number one. That's race 3 and that's my second win of this season here in season 4 at Revolt Racing. And the champagne now gets opened and sprayed round the rest of the drivers on the podium. There's the stats from the race. Race winner, Kelly. Fastest Mr. Twist in the race of the day, Mischief. And I honestly can't really disagree with that. Even though Kelly Kidd won the race, it's always nice to give somebody else for Mischief. So he gets cross with Jackal, and Ken Boy was the cleanest driver this evening on track as per the game. So there you have it. That's the end of race 3 here at Monza for the Revolt Racing League on a Wednesday night, along with a lot of viewers this evening. Strategy in some cases, and we had a relatively clean race. I'm not too sure whether there'll be any argument for racing incidents. I certainly didn't. I did see a couple of mistakes being made that looked like, I don't know, they looked like sort of internet outages or whatever. But anyway, it was a fantastic race and a worthy one to watch back for sure. Yeah, Jackal, you done it again, bud. You took that 10-second penalty going into that pit lane. I know where you're coming from on that. It's so tempting to try and get the fastest pit stop you can. But you know what? You have to brake quite a wee bit before that yellow line just to get it completely right into your first gear and then put on your limiter to go in and get that tyre change done. But in all, not a bad race, sir, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. But yeah, that 10-second penalty was horrible. So I'm going to end the stream very shortly. As always, I always like to give a shout out to all the people that watched the stream tonight. My fans, Brodie, Mary, and also this new girl. I can't remember her name. Her name is Jordan. Jordan, thank you very, very much for watching. And I can tell you, Jackal, you have a fan there in Jordan. And thanks to all the admin staff and the stewards and the owner of this league, always for putting all the stats in and keeping the browser in Discord for us to all enjoy. Once again, on a final note, thank you to everybody who has sent me personal messages over the last couple of days. They have been very, very much appreciated and heartfelt. The other thing, don't forget, is Kelly Kidd is running this race on Sunday for cancer research. He's going to be doing a 10-mile run, and he's been in training for it. So any spare pounds or fivers or tenors, or if you're feeling flush, just donate what you can to what is a great. Gavin Bass won. I'm very, very happy. I wish you all a very, very nice week wherever you may be. Good night.
Gavin Bass on the microphone. The energy is high, feel the vibe in the zone. Engines roar as the lights go down. Racers ready, it's a battle for the crown. Who will rise? Who will stand tall? On the top step, they'll answer the call. With hearts racing and spirits ignited, the champion's moment is finally Under the stars, everything feels right. Each curve a story, each turn a chance. In this high-speed dance, we all advance. As the checkered flag waves, the night concludes. The champion shines in the spotlight's hues. With the roar of the fans, they take their bow. F1's